live stream. We are still at the home farm. We're getting onto our short rows though. You see where the farmstead is back there. So since we're coming up to the farmstead, we got short rows, and then here we got a creek that goes about halfway down, and where the creek ends, it turns into really short rows. So, but for now, we still have a couple longer rows to do. We got a couple half passes there I've got to fill in. I sold a combine tire. I sold the rear tire off of our combine to a gentleman from Poland, and so he just took off, but I was about halfway done with that pass when I saw him turn down our road. So I went ahead and turned around and made my way back. So made my way back so I could meet with him. So anyhow, that's where we're sitting right now. Oh man, I must have hit that mute button. Thank you. Thank you for saying something. Josephine, I was pointing out all of our pumpkins over there. We planted 13 acres of pumpkins this year. Honestly, sometimes people would just let the stream go on without saying anything. I appreciate you telling me that I was muted. These pumpkins here are actually my personal pumpkins. They're the ones that we carved, and I got videos out there of etching into the pumpkins. Hang on, I gotta turn. Part of my shorts, I've got a video out there where I take a pen or a knife and I etch into the pumpkin. One of them I etched Farmer Brando, and then I did one for each of my sons, and then I did a fart pumpkin. I etched the word fart into a giant pumpkin. And the idea is that when you etch words into a pumpkin, the pumpkin will scab itself over, and it doesn't hurt the pumpkin. The pumpkin maintains its hard shell. It doesn't rot over or anything, but it scabs, and it'll scab in the shape of whatever you etch. So this year we actually did some custom pumpkins for a wedding. There's like a Mr. and Mrs. Pumpkin, his and hers, and we did their names, and we did it all on white pumpkins as well. So it was pretty cool. It turned out, I like the way that it turned out. Josephine in the Philippines. Alright, thanks for coming, stopping by, Josephine. Come back another time. We'll see you later. My phone, I got over 50% battery. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in anyways. This charger that I have here is the worst. It barely keeps up. It doesn't really charge the phone. It more so just prevents my phone from losing any more battery, and it doesn't even do that well. So I'm gonna plug it in now. That way I don't have to fight with it later. Every pass we make is one step closer to being done for the year. And then it's tax time. So that's gonna be fun. Fun fact, I have not updated my books since April. And I've got a tax appointment with my accountant coming up here, so I'll have to spend like a week just on my books alone, getting caught up. So I lost my tech job on Monday. Been in IT for 25 years. Tired of the stress and took the municipal office. I signed up as an electrician apprentice in my province. Well, I hope it goes well for you. Why'd you choose electrician? Just for something else, or does it actually appeal to you? Just something where you can actually, something more blue collar, get away from the desk job and get out there and do something. And and that just happens to be what you chose, or do you actually have like some sort of background with doing electrician stuff? You said you lost your job, but at the same time, I'm kind of picking up that you're kind of happy about it. I mean, it sounds like you're welcoming the change. Hopefully looking forward to the next chapter. Gotcha. I wish you the best of luck, man. I'll be honest. I think I would be an electrician just to get a better understanding of everything. Electricity scares the heck out of me, especially like with our big grain bins back there. I mean, one little zap will fry you. And I don't know, when I'm testing fuses and stuff, like, I don't know, I've had too many close calls to where I don't like electricity. I need guys like you that I can call to come check it out for me. When it comes to electricity, I turn into a big wuss. So how long does an apprenticeship take? How many years will you be doing that before you can actually be going to be a journeyman? And you said province, so you're up there in Canada. I don't know if the rules are different in Canada versus US. Years. Okay. So it's kind of like getting a bachelor's degree in electricity, but getting paid for it rather than having to pay. Well, I hope it's a lot less stressful for you. I mean, I think any job that is out there is going to be, its own amount of stress. But 25 years, I mean, you've been doing IT for a long time, man. So it's kind of scary starting something brand new after you've been doing something else for so long, but scary but exciting at the same time. We got close to 100 people in here. What other occupations do we have out there? What's like the most, I don't know, what's the strangest occupation that we have in the stream right now? Who's got the weirdest job out there? Do we have any like underwater basket weavers or something? Or is there anybody out here on the stream who's like started up their own business and has been crazy successful at it? Businesses like, picking up dog poop. Like, I feel like those are like the hidden gems of the world where you don't think of it being like a super lucrative business, but nobody wants to do it. And so you can kind of charge what you want to charge, and I'm sure, I don't know, I've heard a lot of success stories about people starting up dog food businesses. I've personally wouldn't mind it. Well, shoot, and I'll pick it all up and come out here and spread it out in the field. I don't know, it would take quite a bit of dog poop to do any good in the field. Oh, we're gonna miss it. Never mind. Larry, hey! It's been a minute. Other than replying to your comment today. Missy, this field is going to be soybeans next year. We got to figure out where we're going to put our pumpkins next. You see our pumpkins out there. So we got to find a different spot for those next year. And then this spot right here, where all the pumpkins are laying right there, that was actually sweet corn there. We just dumped pumpkins. But otherwise, this field will be soybeans. All right. Got our chicken barn there. But there's no. Southern California. Mary, you're from, I was thinking you were from Quad Cities. Are you just out visiting California? Or did am I remembering wrong? I was thinking you were Quad Cities. I could be wrong. Missy, yeah, okay, Moline. Okay, so you're just out there visiting California? It's pretty rainy here too. Missy's a cattle rancher, but always enjoyed watching farming. Happy to have you here. Cattle ranching's where the work is. I'd say, in terms of hard work, I'd probably say dairies takes the cake, and cattle ranching is probably next up. And then way at the top of the ladder is row crop farming. This is a walk in the park compared to what you do. Okay. Gotcha. So you're gonna live in the best of both worlds there, Mary. There's a guy that farmed, he just retired last year. He farmed north of me about 5 miles or so. And he would plant his crop, and then he would, I think, spray it and put his side dress as nitrogen, and then he had a place in Colorado, and he'd just go out to Colorado for the rest of the year until harvest came around, and he'd come back for harvest the crop, and then go back to Colorado again. So he pretty much just came here just to plant and get his crop rolling, and then lived in Colorado the rest of the year. I am in northern Illinois. I'm about an hour west of Chicago. So this is a disc ripper. It's the primary tillage. You see the discs up in front. But then right behind the disc, and you can't really see it that well, there's 7 shanks. I can't point them out, but across the ripper, there's 7 shanks that go about, we've got a set to about 8 inches or so deep, and it rips up the soil, busts up the compaction. Because when we're out here with the combine and with the grain carts and whatnot, that's a lot of weight traveling across the field, and so it packs the soil tight. And so this tool here kind of breaks up that compaction, because otherwise you try to plant a seed into that compaction next year, and it's going to have a heck of a time getting itself out of the ground. It's like pushing through concrete. So this kind of busts the soil up. At the same time, the discs will help incorporate all the corn stalks into the soil, so the microbes can do their thing. All the microbes in the soil will help break down the residue, the corn stalks, so that when we plant next year, they'll slowly degrade and get incorporated back into the soil, for lack of better words. I think I went too far. It's alright, we're gonna roll with it. Oh no, I think we're good. We're good. So you always want to skip a pass. And I was thinking I accidentally skipped 2, but no, we just skipped the 1. We're good. Sorry guys, I was a little slow to put Napper in timeout. Sending one message asking for help, and that's fine. I mean, we all need help from time to time, but spamming the chat is not okay. Plus, who knows if it's legitimate. I'd like to think that he's genuinely needs help and isn't, I'm all about helping people, but don't be rude. Don't spam the chat. Hey, Scott, cool. Welcome back, man. Battlefront. This is John Deere 9300. This is our big tractor on the farm. It does all of our tillage, spring and fall, and then we use it for our anhydrous ammonia. And then we're pulling a John Deere 512 disc ripper, which I'm thinking about replacing. We'll see if I can. I like to watch auctions and see if anything pop up, but it does a decent enough job, but farmers always have their eyes open. It's a green one. That is, yeah, I like this tractor a lot. Well, you're not wrong, but it's not what we're using it for. don't know. I saw they never used anhydrous on Breaking Bad, did they? That's the extent of my meth knowledge. It's whatever I saw in Breaking Bad. For whiskey. You don't need it because you can just rye and stuff. But yeah. North of here we've got a distillery that they just started up, I don't even know how long ago now. Probably 6 or 7 years. So it seems like it was a lot more recent, but time flies, especially the older you get. But they grow their corn and distill it. So it's they make some good stuff too. This is a 7-shank ripper. Honestly, Missy, before phones and radios, well, I didn't start live streaming until last year, and prior to that, I would just bring a book out here and I would just read, and it was awesome. But if I was reading now, who would you guys be watching? You know, I gotta be here for you guys. It would be a perfect day. Look how gloomy and cloudy it is today. It'd be a perfect reading on the chisel plow kind of day, or disc ripper. Together we farm about 1,200 acres. This field goes down to where those trees are down there. From there down to those trees down there. So this is actually it's 2 fields. There's kind of a imaginary line dividing the 2 of them, but then one field's 200 acres, the other field's 56 acres. 57. So you're talking, we'll just call it 250 acres, 260 from those trees down there down to those trees down there. Sorry, when I read LA, I was thinking Louisiana. I'm like, wait a second, you said you were in Southern California. Oh, that LA. I'm really curious to how this works. Los Angeles. This is about average for my area. 1,200 acres is about average. There's quite a few guys that have 2,000 plus acres. There's a few guys that have 5,000 to 15,000 acres, like crazy acres. guess around here I would be considered small to average. But I'm really curious to see how this goes. I just got approved to be monetized by YouTube yesterday. So my monetization is on. So anytime you guys see an advertisement, I get like a portion of that. But they changed it now. So now on this live stream, they used to tell me, you know, how many people are currently in the live stream, how many likes or thumbs up, whatever I've got. But now they added, I can see how many dollars I've made in a live stream. Well, right now we're still sitting at $1 yet. But I'm really curious how it actually works. Like if it shows up in real time or if I won't see it till the weekend. I'm really not expecting a whole lot out of it, but just genuinely curious, I guess.